I rate the 4100 series as the best overall choice within the Philips Sonicare range. A solid all-round performer, it offers a balance between features and price. It's a must-buy if you want a sonic brush from a reputable brand. I get that deep invigorating clean feeling each time I use the 4100. I can feel the difference and my plaque disclosing tests show the difference. I've got no complaints about the cleaning results. Technically, the motor of the 4100 is configured slightly differently when compared to the most premium models. A slightly less powerful feeling might be noticed by existing Sonicare toothbrush users, but even to me this difference isn't immediately obvious due to the way the motor has been tuned. It's certainly not a reason to overlook the 4100. Of the two cleaning modes available, I prefer the more intense feeling clean mode. There is a noticeable difference between this and the more gentle sensitive mode, which is ideally suited if you have inflamed, bleeding gums or tooth sensitivity. Slightly frustrating is the lack of LEDs or mode labels to show which of the brushing modes are selected, but you can easily tell based on the sound and intensity. The Power Come Mode button gives great feedback with a satisfying clicking sound. The supplied W2 optimal white head gives a good overall clean and is perfectly usable. It's optimised for stain removal. I prefer the G2 optimal gum care or C2 optimal plaque control for everyday cleaning. The push on and pull off heads make it simple to switch between styles if you so desire. You might have a different preference to me, but none are going to provide dramatic differences in cleaning results. I've found the 4100's handle is noticeably slimmer and lighter than many other Sonicare brushes. There's a noticeable lack of textured surfaces, yet the matte finish does give a reassuring resistance against the palm and fingertips. This smaller profile and lack of notable gripping points might be an issue for those with dexterity issues, but I like it. The handle has a very clean look. It's water resistant, feels solid and well built. I've got no immediate concerns about reliability. You do get a 2-year warranty as standard. I like how the 4100 isn't packed with unnecessary features, has a 2-minute timer and a 30-second pacer as per our in-house dentist recommendations. It will power off automatically after 2 minutes, which I like. If you prefer to brush for longer, just turn it on again. I've learnt the dangers of brushing too hard, but it's reassuring to know the 4100's got a pressure sensor. It's not visible, the handle noticeably vibrates when it's activated. If you know you brush too hard, the 4100 can help you limit the potential damage you could do. I normally know roughly when I replace my brush head, but if you've got a tendency to forget, the 4100 has a handy reminder. An RFID chip in the brush head is tracked by the handle, and when appropriate, the handle alerts you. The negative here is that it's more e-waste. Philips has partnered with companies to make recycling a bit easier, but it's more hassle than it should be. A drawback of the slimmer handle is the battery life. I got around 17 days on a full charge. This is acceptable, but the industry average does tend to be around 3 to 4 weeks, so the 4100 perhaps falls marginally behind here. Just be aware you will be recharging more often than you might have hoped. A colour changing LED on the handle gives feedback on the remaining power, so you get a warning when a charge might be due. A full charge takes up to 24 hours. A charging stand is included. It has a USB Type-A cable hardwired into it. This does allow you to charge it from a computer, USB power bank or USB socket. But if, like me, you're a UK resident, you won't be able to charge it in a bathroom. You don't get a 2-pin USB shaver plug adapter included. It's been omitted for environmental issues. I'm all for reducing impact, but it's a bit inconvenient. Expect to pay £50 to £60 for the 4100 despite the £100 retail price. There's a variant with a travel case that should cost no more than £10 more. I prefer the version with the case, it can be very useful at times. Over 3 years it will cost around £132 to own. The Pro 33500 from Oral-B works out about £50 cheaper because Oral-B heads are half the price of Sonicare's. But they don't have RFID chips in them. It's not the cheapest, but the 4100 series is my top recommendation for a Sonicare brush.